Hey, it's John, the Mythical Garden, today with your reading for past lives. So this is the collective reading. Take what resonates, leave what don't, and let's see what messages comes out about a past life. Alright. Scribe or writer. I'm getting like somebody was an author in one of their past lives. Let's see what else. Leaving traveler. So you guys could have been like a journalist, like has something like we have now, like a travel blog and stuff like that. So with scribe and writer and leaving a travel, you could have been like one of those travel writers, those travel scribes that wrote and like sold their books and doctrines and stuff like that. I'm getting like I'm seeing like desert, so I could be like somewhere like Middle East or like Egypt and stuff like that. So we have also High Priest, Knighthood, and Galactic. Alright, so these are like the five past life pieces of past life I'm getting. So you could have one or more of these, but I'm getting like a lot of you have more of these connected. So yeah, like it's given like with the scribe writer and the traveling leaving and the knighthood, what do you call it? The crusades, the holy wars and stuff like that. And a lot of you are star seeds with the galactic here. A lot of you guys are star seeds in past lives or lived on different planets, like water planets. It's like different planets, like gold and water, something like similar to like how they describe Atlantis to us and stuff like that. Get more into detail about this. The high, the high priest, the priestess, traveler could have been somebody who like gives out the word, the good gospels and stuff. I know the women didn't really do that. Um, Honestly, they did. The Book of the Book of Mary Magdalene, which was like erased and stuff. She was the one that was also helping Jesus. One of them actually Jesus' disciple, which they don't even talk about. She was the one like that wrote her own book and traveled and told her stories where she was with Jesus and everything like that. Priestess, high priestess, holy wars. We keep getting holy wars and so the holy wars you could have been like the knight or the priest within the holy wars that would bless everything, like stuff like that. Let's see what else. Yeah, chariot here. So the chariot talks about like victory, fast movement, and stuff like that. But like I'm also getting like something with royalty, like or like royalty could have been like kings and queens that were part of this like holy wars and everything like that. But definitely something that you were very victorious, and I feel like this is something written in your DNA. And it kind of gives you a sense of in this lifetime, it gives you a sense of pride. Like you have a really big pride or ego, but you're working on it. You're working on it. Let's see what else. King of Pentacles. I'm getting like was a passion. The knighthood, high priestess, writing, traveling. It was a part of your passion. It was part of your life purpose, and this is something that you um don't talk about. Even like now, like you have dreams of like want to travel, be an author, some type of royalty, or just like wondering like if you like gaze at the stars at night, you start wondering like what planet are you from? Like a lot of things are hidden here, and especially in your feelings and DNAs. I feel like when you watch certain movies, pay attention to how they make you feel. Like, is it something that you resonate with? Meaning, is it something that you feel familiar with? Like I'm getting goosebumps. Like old night movies and stuff like that. The Magician. Yeah. In this lifetime, in your past life, it gave you guys a lot of. I feel like in your past life, a lot of you guys were timid, but had like fake bravery and confidence. And in this lifetime, your confidence is all time high. Again, I'm getting something with like the ego and confidence. But in this lifetime, because you were the high priestess and something like connected to spirituality or religion, you have the ability to manifest. Like prayer is also part of manifestation. If you pray and ask for stuff, it's part of your manifestation. Let's see what else. Uh, in this lifetime, you have to learn how to let go of a lot of things. I feel like in your past life, because you were kind of like sort of like a nomad, always traveling. You didn't really have root, roots laid down a lot. It was always on the go. In this lifetime, you have a problem of letting things go because I feel like in the past life you wanted something tangible. Okay, flame. Like you wanted something tangible, something like concrete, but couldn't do it because it wasn't part of your life purpose. But now, with the Four of Pentacles in reverse, you kind of hold on to a lot of things. So, like for example, and you know you have to what do you call that? Let go of certain people, but you don't. You hold on to them. You grasp onto them and trying to keep them where they are. But when they fulfill their purpose in your life, you have problems letting go. Sometimes some of you guys end up in depression when people just leave and like ghost you and stuff. But that's something that you have to work through in your past lives. We have the Page of Wands reversed and the Page of Cups. I feel like with these two, there's a lot of like emotions towards certain things. So like if you want to be a spiritualist, a leader with the high priestess there, um, or just travel. I feel like there's the emotion behind it, but not the motive behind it. And with the Page in Wands in reverse, it's like you don't feel ambitious, you don't feel concrete in this lifetime, and it's just totally opposite from your past life. Past life, you was very adventurous and out there, and, you know, had stories for days. But in this lifetime, it's like you're boring. I'm sorry to say, but like you're low key boring. Yeah, pages. Like you have great ideas, and these ideas are inspired from your past life. Within our past lives, our past reincarnations are embedded in our DNA along with our ancestors' DNA, and a lot of the things that we are attracted to is because of our past lives, right? So you have a lot of ideas and emotions behind stuff that you kind of connected from your past life to this life. But again, with this Page of Wands reversed, there's no ambition behind it. There's no really real motive. I feel like a lot of you are stuck in this society and how society would think of you if you like decide to be like, let's say a nomad, just traveling, living out your car and stuff like that. People consider you homeless and stuff. That's what like this is what I'm getting with all of this. The Seven of Pentacles. I feel like a lot of you guys have dreams. A lot of dreams. A lot of your dreams are from past lives. Besides the ancestors telling you stuff, but a lot of your dreams are from past lives, and it's like you kind of don't want to wake up from these dreams. You try to go back to sleep and just pick up where you left off, right? But with the Seven of Pentacles, it's like each dream is trying to plant a seed for it to grow into like something in this lifetime. So, for instance, if you had dreamed in past life you was like a business owner and or a farmer, in this lifetime you're supposed to like grow your own food or just own own your own business, again, just pick up where you left off, but do it better. And I feel like a lot of you guys have a hesitation. Again, like this is the type of like you want. It's a type of desire you have, and this desire is coming from your past life. And a lot of you are just like not gonna very. It's like trying to stonewall that desire. Let's see what else. But I feel like with the world here, I feel like if you guys were to pursue like your desires from your past lives that is reoccurring in this lifetime, I feel like the universe will like appreciate it and help you out with the world card here. The back end, not only from your ancestors, but like your past selves. Like think about it as like Avatar: The Last Airbender. He Yang was able to meditate and go into you know visit his past lives and get guidance in how to do things and how like their lives were at that moment, or if they experienced the same thing you experienced, right? So you could do that with meditation. Do the same thing. Do past life meditations. You can find them on YouTube, and it will allow you to help release certain blocks that are blocking you in this lifetime. Like I said, for some reason, I keep getting somebody was a besides the past lives on the card, lives on the deck on the table. Some of you guys were business owners, right? And that's probably the like traveling and scribe or writer. And this lifetime, that's something that you aspire, want, and desire, but can't do it. Don't have the means, right? So unlike your past lives, to figure out how can you make it happen if they also struggled in that lifetime to get it off the ground. And we also have the Seven of Wands. You guys tend to be very defensive about things, like, and you don't know why. Like, it could just be triggered. People probably be like, "Oh, do you have trauma around it?" And you're like, "No, it's just something that happened." Excuse me. So you understand certain fears too. Certain fears, like for instance, I in one of my past lives, I was a man who abused power, and in this lifetime, I despise power, especially corrupt power. So even me, if I or it's put in a situation where I have total power, I will be very, very diplomatic about things, be very fair and just instead of being abusive and just corrupt, and also fear, well, not anymore, but not that long ago, I used to fear, stepping into my power because it gives, straight great strength and responsibility. Like even now, like even just think about certain like things you do in my that same past life. I was very gluttonous. I was also wasteful. In this lifetime, I'm just like, don't waste that. Take it home. Give it to somebody else. Or like I yeah, I'm not that gluttonous. I probably barely eat, but that's probably why I'm fat now. Messed up my whole metabolism, but at the same time, it's like, oh, little things like that make sense, right? And also look at like it also deals with like your past like relationships and stuff too. So like in my past life, the one I was a man, I was a womanizer, right? In this lifetime, I encountered a lot of womanizers. Like it it's how things are balanced out. Karma debt is paid and stuff like that. So with the imprisonment here, it's some like being stuck in your head about things like past life you could just be carefree, and the total opposite now is like, or anxious in your past life and now you're anxious here in this lifetime, and instead of being carefree you're stuck, trapped in a image of what society has. So we have the Lovers here too. For some reason I just heard like forbidden love for some reason. I know like the knights, they couldn't really uh have wife and stuff like that because they kind of like sold their lives to the church. So it was like forbidden love, or like love was like imprisonment and stuff like that. So a lot of you probably do shy away from love and from in this lifetime because of what happened in past life. You have toil and labor. Hmm. Past life, you guys were workers, like always busy, always doing something. Now you probably just do the bare minimum at work, which is cool. It's cool. Quiet quitting, like do with the amount that you get paid for. So you guys were probably just busy bees in your past life, and now it's just like you desire freedom from work, just to do your own thing and just to be your own person. Ooh. High honor, knighthood. Yeah, you high honor and knighthood. Guys were like really high in the ranks in your past life. So in this lifetime, it could be translated to being high in the corporate ladder, high in, you know, whatever industry you're in, district manager, assistant attorney or stuff like that. Attorney assistant, excuse me. Like stuff like that to translate. So give you an idea how your past life can translate to this lifetime. That one was weird. Yeah, look, occupation. You could be drawn to like certain jobs too. So for instance, with the like I said, the scribe writer, you could aspire to be a writer. You want to be a writer. Traveling, you could want to do a traveling blog. That's make it your life. Knighthood in the military, because knighthood's what part that's the military. Join the military and stuff like that. Right? Be an astronomer, astrologist, with the galactic, probably want to work for NASA and stuff like that. Like that's how it's connected and translated to this. It's I was saying to this world, but into this lifetime. Yeah, we have house here. I just feel like you guys just are stable in this lifetime, so you kind of brush away those desires, those feelings from past lives, and trying to understand why they keep coming up, and you just see it as like, oh, maybe it was just like a little interest, a little hobby I want to do. I mean, yes and no. Let's see what else. You have to pay attention to red flags. So pay attention to like your bad habits. What the red flag bad habits. So for instance, if you continue how you were in your past life into this lifetime, you could be on the verge of destruction. But not like literal destruction, but just like in, accumulating more bad karma. So like for instance, if I were to be an equivalent to a womanizer in this lifetime, I pretty much wouldn't have learned anything. Abuse power, I wouldn't have learned anything. So pay attention to that. See where, you know, that little dark side of yourself goes to, and maybe try to ease it up because of how it affected you in your past life. Keep an open mind. Keep an open mind. Don't, like I said, don't dismiss these desires, these feelings, or familiarities that you're getting from your past life into this lifetime. Be open to it. Maybe just try. Give it a try. Give it a shot. You never know what's gonna happen. It could be the thing that catapults you into a different timeline where there's financial freedom, where you're your own boss, where you get to live and continue or fix or clear anything that your past life has instilled into your DNA, good, bad, and the ugly. Engagement here. So let's say the engagement goes with the like the lovers and imprisonment, like the forbidden love type thing. Maybe in this lifetime, that love can grow, can be something more than what it was in that past lifetime. So everybody we encounter has been part of either one or more of many of our past lives, whether we have to help clear karmic debt, support, or anything like that. So pay attention to that specifically. And think about I'm like when I was saying about when I was past life as a man doing womanizer shit. I remember before I started learning about it, I had told a friend that I was like, maybe I was a man in a past life and I was out here doing women dirty. Hey, because it is translated into this life as me getting done dirty by men. And when I learned about it, I was like, I knew it. I fucking knew it. I was like, I'm always correct. So, just try to learn that. Try to understand that. That, the people you encountered, you're either clearing karma debt, fixing something, healing them, or them healing you. Let's see what else. Yeah. A lot of you in your past lives were lonely or alone. So you guys didn't really have that much ties to this lifetime. I mean, from that much ties in that lifetime to the world. So you could have had like no kids, no houses, nothing like that. So calling in the soulmate is translating to like the engagement lovers forbidden love type thing. And you're calling this person back. Each person, everybody is like your soulmate. Whether it's karmic soulmates or actual soulmates. Or karmic soulmates turned into soulmates. Ooh, that was weird. Something just like ran right through me. Yeah. We have released your ex. Release the past traumas. Release the things that happened in your past life. Heal your past life trauma. And it's funny because Aguamile came on the TV, and that could be very specific for somebody cleansing because it's like meaning cleaning yourself, like clean. So maybe you just need to do a past life deep dive and see what can you heal. So I want to go into see like how can you in this lifetime tap into your past lives to enrich yourself in this lifetime. What could you do? What could they do? Seasonal harvest. Garden. Like I said, I think I said it earlier. Like garden, grow your own food. Like just start gardening. Being in tune with the earth helps you ground yourself a lot. So and it could be like I think I don't know if it's called mindless meditation where you're doing things but your mind is like blank and you kind of like in a trance while you do things. Yeah, it could be doing that. And gardening could be one of those ways that can help you see into your past lives because it is a form of meditation. Let's see what else. Give love. Be compassionate. Be compassionate for your past lives, for this life, for others who you encountered that were part of your past lives. Give love. Show kindness. Tears of joy and sadness. tears of joys and sadnesses, what I'm getting is that once you unlock your past life, it's like looking in the mirror, it's looking at yourself. It's like looking at yourself honestly, and having to accept who you were in your past life, to accept yourself in this lifetime, to help progress yourself in this lifetime and into the next. Because um, we have been reincarnated many times over. I keep getting the number 11, so I've probably been reincarnated 11 times. So somebody has been reincarnated 11 times. And each time, each new life is pretty much a mirror of our past lives. And we have to look into that mirror to see who we really are to the core, so that we could either change, grow, or fix ourselves in this lifetime. So that's that. So if all this resonated with you, leave a comment in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.